Do you believe there is a God, the creator of all things? Does God exist? Here are my 6 reasons why I believe the existence of God. I believe that God is really there. Just once, wouldn't you love for someone to simply show you the evidence for God's existence? No arm twisting, no statements of, you just have to believe. Well, here is an attempt to candidly offer some of the reasons which suggest that God exists. But first, consider this. If a person opposes even the possibility of there being a God, then any evidence can be rationalized or explained away. It is like if someone refuses to believe that people have walked on the moon, then no amount of information is going to change their thinking. Photographs of astronauts walking on the moon, interviews with the astronauts, moon rocks, all the evidence would be worthless because the person has already concluded that people cannot go to the moon. When it comes to the possibility of God's existence, the Bible says that there are people who have seen sufficient evidence, but they have suppressed the truth about God. On the other hand, for those who want to know God, if He is there, He says, "You will seek me and find me. When you seek me with all your heart, I will be found by you." Before you look at the facts surrounding God's existence, ask yourself, if God does exist, would I want to know Him? Here then are some reasons to consider. Reason number 1. The complexity of our planet points to a deliberate designer who not only created our universe but sustains it today. Many examples showing God's design could be given, possibly with no end, but here are a few. The Earth, its size is perfect. The Earth's size and corresponding gravity holds a thin layer of mostly nitrogen and oxygen gases, only extending about 50 miles above the Earth's surface. If Earth were smaller, an atmosphere would be impossible, like the planet Mercury. If Earth were larger, its atmosphere would contain free hydrogen, like Jupiter. Earth is the only known planet equipped with an atmosphere of the right mixture of gases to sustain plant, animal, and human life. The Earth is located the right distance from the Sun. Consider the temperature swings we encounter, roughly negative 30 degrees to positive 120 degrees. If the Earth were any farther away from the Sun, we would all freeze. Any closer and we would burn up. Even a fractional variance in the Earth's position to the Sun would make life on Earth impossible. The Earth remains this perfect distance from the Sun while it rotates around the Sun. at a speed of nearly 67,000 mph. It is also rotating on its axis, allowing the entire surface of the Earth to be properly warmed and cold every day. And our moon is the perfect size and distance from the Earth for its gravitational pull. The moon creates important ocean tides and movement so ocean waters do not stagnate, and yet our massive oceans are restrained from spilling over across the continent. Water, colorless, odorless, and without taste, and yet no living thing can survive without it. Plant, animals, and human beings consist mostly of water. About 2/3 of the human body is water. You'll see why the characteristics of water are uniquely suited to life. It has an unusually high boiling point and freezing point. Water allows us to live in an environment of fluctuating temperature changes while keeping our bodies a steady 98.6 degrees. Water is a universal solvent. This property of water means that thousands of chemicals, minerals, and nutrients can be carried throughout our bodies and into the smallest blood vessels. Water is also chemically neutral without affecting the makeup of the substances it carries. Water enables food, medicines, and minerals to be absorbed and used by the body.